It is E3 2017. My name is Jake, and I'm here with Jason, and we're about to take a look at a game called Road Redemption. Let's get into it. So, I mean, the first thing that a lot of people notice is that it is very similar to Road Rash. I take it you guys are fans of that game.
Very much so, yes. The game is very much inspired by Road Rash, and really when we started the game, that's what we wanted to do, is bring back Road Rash.
It's funny because this game has a huge following still. Road Rash does. So, and people have wanted a game like this for so long, so it's really cool that there finally is a game like it.
Absolutely. Certainly, you know, lots of fans are still reminiscent of the old Road Rash games, and you know, I myself was a huge fan on Sega Genesis. So certainly, you know, that's our biggest audience.
I also noticed too that there's split screen right off the bat, which is cool.
There is, yeah. It's a 4-player split screen, full co-op campaign mode, as well as a competitive mode as well.
So what differentiates the campaign mode from the racing? Is there a story going through it, or is there different levels?
Yep. So there's a story, and with voice acting and characters that you encounter along the way. There's also various different missions that you encounter, different types of missions with each level that you have to do more than just a race. Sometimes there's takedowns or beat the clock, and different ways that different gameplay experiences throughout the campaign.
And is this a little shortcut we found right here?
This is a shortcut. Yep. So each level has various shortcuts that you can, and different alternate paths, and sometimes the other enemies will follow you that way as well.
So I noticed there's a lot of motorcyclists driving around with like almost little icons over their head. Is that like pickups, essentially?
Yeah. So the ones with the icons over their head are special. Have special drops, so they'll give you extra cash or extra nitro.
So you have to knock them off their bike.
Yes.
I like that. That's cool. It's also is this post-apocalyptic maybe, or is this just in the desert?
It is, yes. It's a post-apocalyptic world, a little bit of sci-fi. You know, this particular, you know, inspired by Mad Max a little bit. So this particular scene, and then as you progress through the game, you encounter some other more sci-fi characters as well.
Do you pick up different weapons?
You do. So we have a variety of different weapons. You know, everything from this pipe that you see here to
so satisfying
to this samurai sword and machete, and then we also have ranged weapons. We have pistols, automatics, guns, explosives, grenade launchers, pipe bombs. So as you progress through the campaign, you can actually upgrade your weapons, and you get bigger and better weapons.
That's cool. It's violent too.
Yeah. So, you know, coming from the original Road Rash, we've decided, you know, to amp up the violence quite a bit. So certainly a lot more violence.
I know there's still police though in this post-apocalyptic world.
Yeah, these police aren't your average Joes though. They're out to get everybody. The police are always fighting.
So it's this is a race, and those are the people you've eliminated along the way down in the corner, right?
Yes. So yeah, at the bottom it shows you your kind of progress towards the race, and certainly if as you kill your participants in the race, you could, you know, if you're the last man standing, then you win.
You win by default. Is that mechanic in multiplayer as well? Like if I'm playing with you and you kill me, am I out the rest of the race, or do I get to come back?
It is, yes. And in the campaign mode, you can actually be resurrected at the end of the level. And then here you see our store. So between each mission in the campaign mode, you have the opportunity to spend your cash to buy upgrades.
Steroids.
You know, replenish your health with you know, steroids and various things.
Assassin's about 100 clicks out. Push through Reaper territory and get after it.
Like the voice acting too.
Yeah, the voice acting is good, and yeah, we got to, you know, basically at the beginning and end of each mission, you get some bit of the story, and then also as you're playing through, you'll get some various dialogues from some of the characters.
Do cars try to mess you up too? It looks like that car tried to slam against you.
Yeah, some of the cars are aggressive and will try to take you out.
So this one isn't a race. This is
a time trial. Yeah, you're trying to beat the clock. So in these types of missions, you normally get a little bit more aggressive combat, and they try to prevent you from making it to the finish line alive.
So as you progress through the story, are there other locales other than deserts, or is it mostly sticking to the deserts?
Yeah, so we have 3 main territories where you encounter 3 different gangs, and so each territory has its own theme. The first one being the desert. Then we also have a winter and a sort of a desolate post-apocalyptic city as well that you encounter. And each one gets progressively more difficult with enemies getting stronger, and each gang just more out to get you.
I'm guessing driving in the city is a little bit tougher as well, too. Tighter corners and not as much space to.
Yeah, there's more buildings on the outside for you to run into, and a little bit more going on. And we also have rooftops where you actually drive along on the rooftops. Probably our most difficult level, where you have to prevent yourself from falling off and falling to your death.
Yeah, with the voice acting, I definitely get that Mad Max feel.
Let's see, and these are pickups. So in this particular mission, you can get a sticky bomb.
Oh, cool.
See if I can catch up to somebody and blow them up.
So it started you in 10th, right? So you gotta
Yeah, you always
some ground to cover.
Start in the back and have to work your way up.
Oh.
Blow them up. So these, so in some of the levels you have the trucks that are actually in the race. So these guys, you got to take them out or try to beat them. This is
That's really so. Do you aim it, or is it? Do you have to like kind of align your driving behind it?
there is aiming, so you have full control over your aiming
Okay.
with the right analog or the mouse if you're in mouse and keyboard, and then we have a little bit of auto aim, so it makes it a little bit easier because it can be difficult to both drive and shoot. But certainly the guns can be a little bit overpowered, so the challenge of actually aiming and shooting makes it a little bit more balanced.
Yeah. That is always one of the tougher things to do in games, shoot while driving.
So we do allow you to venture off a little bit up the hills and the mountains. Sometimes you got to find your way back to the road. It's another shortcut.
Oh no.
This one is a little more dangerous.
What is the benefit of taking out those cars?
So they're part of the race. So just
okay.
another, and then also they will really try to wreck you. So, and you can't beat them as easily with a baseball bat. So it's normally better to take them out with a bomb or with the gun.
Can you aim for tires and they would?
No, but as you shoot them, they'll slowly start smoking and
Okay.
kind of explode once you finish them off. Show you another feature is our grab here. If I can get a hold of somebody, grab along and run them into
and then
something.
run into something?
Oh man, I missed it.
That's alright.
I'll get him with the pipe bomb. Oh, there he goes.
Damn, that was brutal.
Can also head slam him. Boom. Okay.
It's so satisfying. I'm not even playing and it just seems so satisfying. This game's been in development for quite a while, huh?
Yeah, we've been developing over 3 years now, and so we've been in early access on Steam for quite a while, and so we're now finally trying to finish up the development. We got our last big feature is it's going to be a online multiplayer, a 16-player competitive multiplayer mode
That sounds
online.
really cool.
So that's been in private beta, and hope to release that very soon once it's polished up.
I feel like this game in particular would be very tough to talk and conduct an interview while
It's
playing.
pretty intense. Can also show you our critical attack. So as you fight, you build up your critical attack meter, and can.
Oh,
Maybe I won't show you that.
they are very aggressive. So you mostly get cash from knocking people off their bikes and completing missions?
Yes. So yeah, each mission has a cash prize, and so certainly the better you do in the mission, the more cash you'll get. So if you get first place in a race, you'll get more.
Does it progress even if you don't get first?
It does. So
Okay.
yeah, we have it keeps progressing even when you lose the missions, but there are penalties for failing.
Okay.
Let's see, I need to buy some health here.
How long does it take to run through to go through the whole story?
Yeah, if you play through without losing, you could actually beat it in about an hour.
Okay.
But doing that is quite the challenge. So the game is built to be randomized and played through from the beginning. And each time you play, it's a random experience. And between playthroughs, you have a skill tree that you can unlock new abilities, new bikes, and new things that will help you complete the campaign.
Do those carry over to multiplayer? Or does that only funnel into campaign?
So that's in the campaign. In the multiplayer, we're going to have its own progression system where there will be leveling and unlocks, so you'll be able to unlock new characters and weapons and bikes.
They're very aggressive. What is the blue? That is your Nitro.
That is a Nitro, yes. So
Does it recover over time, or do you have to?
it recovers as you kill enemies. You
Okay.
get a small amount of Nitro and health. And then we also have pickups that you can get to get more Nitro. Or through the store you can purchase more. And so, one of the strategies for winning the race would be to, use your Nitro and then take out a few enemies to get more Nitro back, and then continue along to try to get speed boost that way.
Is that second right up there?
See if I
Second
can
and
take them
first.
out. Oh man.
Almost.
Oh, ran out of ammo. Did it the old-fashioned way. I should be better at this.
Like I said, interviewing and playing is probably very difficult, especially with this game.
Oh.
Got third place creeping up on you too.
Yeah, you have to get at least third or better to not get penalized, so don't want to be in fourth place.
What are the penalties?
It's a health penalty,
Oh, okay.
so you get your max health gets reduced. Oh, took out third place. And then we also have a campaign plus mode. After you have beat the normal campaign, unlocks campaign plus, which has even more difficult missions and even harsher penalties. But your skill tree does carry over into campaign plus, so you can continue to build your power that way, and in order to beat that, although it is a fairly difficult mode.
Cool. Well, this is Road Redemption. Thank you, Jason, for stopping by and showing us this. Very excited to play this with some friends and people in the office. I think that'll be a fun split-screen game.
Thanks for having me.
Is there anything you'd like to add?
Oh, please, we're on Steam, so go ahead. If you're interested in the game, you like what you see, please check us out and check us out on Steam.
Cool. And if you're back home, thank you for watching. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe. We have tons of content from E3. We've got all sorts of different games, so make sure to check that out. Until next time.